I've not put this pack on since I finished the PCT, and it really shows because I cannot believe I used to do this every single day. I am so out of shape. This place is a campground in most seasons, and you can basically drive to where I'm going, but in the wintertime they do close the road, which is why I have to hike out. Home for the night, hopefully. Alright, well, we might have to do some maintenance before it's habitable, but this could work. Alright, I know it's not the most glamorous place to spend the night, but I can't tell if the bathtub makes it better or worse. Okay, let's make some dinner and we'll figure out this whole sleeping thing later, because this place definitely is not what I remember, but I think I can make it work. I really wish it wasn't dangerous to like fall asleep in a bathtub, because I would love to spend the night here. Little snow update, it is snowing. This whole area is very geothermal, which is why there's so many patches that just don't have any snow on the ground, because it's all heated and warm and, you know, anyways, but it's also cold because it's snowing. The ground is warm though, but I'm gonna go back in my little shack, which is very steamy, but also warmer. You know, there are some videos I film where I do wonder, what is my life? This is one of them. What do you guys think? I do think I'm gonna have to end up sleeping with this tarp over me, because there is water dripping down from the ceiling because of all the steam and the condensation in here. It is a lot warmer in here than it is outside, but it's also wet in here. So we're gonna see how this goes. I have low expectations, but if I ever get too cold, I do have a hot spring I'm sleeping next to that I can jump into. Good morning. Well, it got a bit wet. Everything is soaked. There's a slug on my knife. Alright, I'm about ready to get out of this building and not come back for a very long time. Do you guys ever just like have an idea and you build it up in your brain for like years, and then when you finally accomplish it, it was nowhere near as good as you thought it was gonna be? Because that's this entire video. This building is definitely not as structurally sound as I thought, but we persevered through, and now I get to go soak by the river in some hot springs as a reward. Geothermal areas are just crazy to me, because like, what do you mean it's snowing and I'm just like hanging out? I love it. Though it does mean that the snow doesn't accumulate because it just kind of like melts. Staring at the river for too long, I'm gonna get in quick, get real cold, and then come back to the hot spring. And I'm just gonna let the clip run as long as I'm in there, so we'll see how long I last. From washing down the river, it was really hard to find a spot that was like deep enough but had rocks that I could like grab onto. I don't know, but it was fun. Been in here long enough, the temp warmed up I think a bit, and now I think it's raining, which means it's definitely time to go. Forgot some clothing in the shack, so I'm gonna go back and grab that, and then I can finally leave. Everything is soaking wet. I always forget how walking through snow makes everything more difficult. The road.